Number 1. Armenia, the first Christian country in the world. Armenia, a nation steeped in history, is a landlocked country located in the mountainous Caucasus region between Asia and Europe. Covering an area of approximately 29,743 square kilometers, it's a country defined by its dramatic and rugged terrain. Roughly half of its territory sits at an elevation of at least 2,000 meters, with the majestic Mount Aragats, an extinct volcano, rising to 4,090 meters as its highest point. This mountainous landscape is carved by fast-flowing rivers and dotted with few forests, creating breathtaking vistas, but also significant challenges for travel and agriculture. The climate is highland continental, marked by hot, sun-drenched summers and cold, snowy winters. Armenia shares borders with 4 countries: Georgia to the north, Iran to the south, Turkey to the west, and Azerbaijan to the east. These borders are not just geographical lines, but are deeply intertwined with the nation's complex history and geopolitical realities. The border with Turkey remains closed, a silent testament to the unresolved historical trauma of the Armenian genocide. To the east, the border with Azerbaijan has been the epicenter of one of the most protracted conflicts of the modern era over the Nagorno-Karabakh region. Following a lightning offensive by Azerbaijan in September 2023, the ethnic Armenian enclave was dissolved, leading to a mass exodus of over 100,000 people into Armenia, creating a profound refugee crisis. This has reshaped not only the political map but also the social fabric of the nation, adding a new layer of complexity to its border dynamics and regional relationships. Despite these challenges, its southern border with Iran and northern border with Georgia remain crucial lifelines for trade and travel. Welcome to With James Baker Global Discovery Travel Documentary. If you find these interesting, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel so we can explore the secrets of the world today together. Number 2. History. To understand Armenia is to understand a history of epic proportions, a story of survival against unimaginable odds. The Armenian highlands are one of the cradles of civilization, with evidence of ancient settlements and the legendary kingdom of Urartu, also known as the Kingdom of Van, flourishing in the 9th century BC. But Armenia's most defining historical moment came in 301 AD, when it became the very first nation in the world to officially adopt Christianity as its state religion. This profound spiritual identity has been the bedrock of Armenian culture for over 1,700 years, influencing its art, architecture, and national character. Throughout the centuries, Armenia has been a battleground for empires. Persians, Romans, Byzantines, Arabs, and Mongols have all left their mark on this ancient land. The most tragic chapter in Armenian history unfolded during World War I with the Armenian Genocide. Between 1915 and 1916, the Ottoman Empire systematically annihilated its Armenian population. It's estimated that as many as 1.2 million Armenians perished through massacres, forced marches, starvation, and exposure. This catastrophic event decimated the Armenian people and created a vast global diaspora, shaping the nation's collective memory and its fight for international recognition of the genocide. After a brief period of independence, Armenia was incorporated into the Soviet Union in 1920. For 7 decades, it existed as a Soviet Socialist Republic, until the collapse of the USSR allowed it to declare independence once again in 1991. This new era of freedom was immediately challenged by the First Nagorno-Karabakh War, a conflict that has defined its post-Soviet existence and continues to shape its destiny. Number 3. Economy. Armenia's economy is a story of resilience and transition. After gaining independence from the Soviet Union, the nation faced immense challenges, including the collapse of its centralized industrial base and a devastating earthquake. Today, it is classified as a developing country, navigating a complex geopolitical landscape. As of 2024, its GDP stands at an estimated $25.8 billion, with a GDP per capita of around $8,500. The economy has shown remarkable resilience, particularly in the face of the recent refugee crisis from Nagorno-Karabakh, supported by prudent macroeconomic management. The industrial sector, including mining, manufacturing, and construction, remains a significant contributor to the economy. Armenia possesses notable deposits of copper, gold, and molybdenum. However, the shining star of the modern Armenian economy is its booming technology sector. Often dubbed the Silicon Valley of the Caucasus, Armenia has cultivated a thriving IT industry, which has been growing at an impressive rate of about 20% annually. This growth has been fueled by a highly skilled workforce, government support, and an influx of tech professionals. Beyond technology, the service sector, particularly trade and tourism, plays a vital role. The government is actively working to enhance tourism, with projects aimed at improving infrastructure to attract more visitors to its stunning landscapes and historical sites. Despite this progress, Armenia faces significant economic hurdles, including low domestic private investment, constraints in connectivity, and a high unemployment rate, which has been exacerbated by the recent influx of refugees. The country is actively pursuing reforms and international partnerships, including deepening ties with the European Union to foster sustainable and inclusive growth. Number 4. Key social issues. This brings us to the hook of our story, the idea of a sinful nation. This isn't about moral decay in the traditional sense, but about the deep-seated, systemic challenges that cast a shadow over Armenian society. The most prominent of these is corruption. While progress has been made since the 2018 Velvet Revolution, it remains a persistent issue. In the 2024 Corruption Perceptions Index, Armenia scored 47 out of 100, ranking 63rd globally. This perception of corruption erodes public trust and hampers economic development, acting as a barrier to foreign investment and equitable growth. It's a sin against the potential of the nation, diverting resources and undermining the principles of a fair society. Beyond corruption, Armenia grapples with significant poverty and unemployment. As of recent data, over a quarter of the population lives below the national poverty line, a situation worsened by the economic shocks of the pandemic and the recent conflict. This economic hardship is a heavy burden, fueling social discontent and contributing to emigration. Another critical issue is the ongoing trauma and social cost of the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict. The recent influx of over 100,000 refugees has placed immense strain on public services, housing, and the job market, creating a humanitarian challenge that will take years to address. Furthermore, issues like domestic violence remain widespread and underreported, while discrimination against minority groups, including the LGBTQ+ community, highlights ongoing struggles with social inclusivity. These are the modern-day struggles, the complex sins of a society striving for a more just and prosperous future while wrestling with the ghosts of its past and the immense pressures of its present. Number 5. People and culture. The heart and soul of Armenia reside in its people and their rich, resilient culture. Armenians are known for their profound hospitality, a tradition deeply ingrained in their national identity. There's a common belief that a guest is a gift from God, and visitors are often overwhelmed by the warmth and generosity they receive. Invited into an Armenian home, you can expect to be treated to a feast, as sharing food and drink is a cornerstone of social life. Family is the central pillar of society, with strong, multi-generational bonds and immense respect for elders. This tight-knit social fabric has been crucial to the survival and perseverance of the Armenian people through centuries of hardship. Armenian culture is a beautiful tapestry woven with threads of ancient traditions and Christian faith. Music is integral to life, from the soulful sounds of the duduk, a traditional woodwind instrument, to the works of classical composers like Aram Khachaturian and the modern rock anthems of Serj Tankian. The country also has a rich tradition of dance and intricate craftsmanship, particularly in carpet weaving and the carving of khachkars, ornate stone crosses that are a unique symbol of Armenian artistry. A fascinating aspect of communication is the frequent use of the French word merci for thank you, a linguistic quirk that is both charming and widely adopted. Despite the immense challenges they have faced, Armenians possess an open-hearted and direct nature, often speaking with sincerity and engaging in deep, meaningful conversations, making any interaction a genuine and memorable experience. Number 6. Education and science. Education has always been highly valued in Armenian culture, viewed as essential for national progress and identity. The country has a strong literacy tradition, dating back to the invention of the Armenian alphabet in 405 AD by Mesrop Mashtots, an event that was pivotal in preserving Armenian literature and religious texts. Today, Armenia maintains a high literacy rate, and its education system follows a post-Soviet structure. Compulsory education spans 12 years, divided into primary, middle, and high school levels. While enrollment in primary and middle school is high, the country faces challenges in increasing high school enrollment to meet European standards. In higher education, Yerevan State University stands as the nation's premier institution, complemented by several other public and private universities. The focus on science, technology, engineering, and mathematics (STEM) fields is particularly strong, which has been a key driver behind the country's burgeoning IT sector. A standout success story in modern Armenian education is the TÜMO Center for Creative Technologies. This innovative after-school program provides thousands of teenagers with free education in technology and design, from animation and game development to filmmaking and robotics. TÜMO's model has been so successful that it has expanded internationally, showcasing Armenia's potential for educational innovation. The government is currently pursuing ambitious reforms in education, aiming to modernize curricula and improve infrastructure to better prepare its youth for the challenges of a globalized economy and to further fuel the country's impressive growth in the science and technology sectors. Number 7. Military and defense. Armenia's military and defense posture is fundamentally shaped by its challenging geopolitical environment, particularly its long-standing conflict with Azerbaijan. The armed forces of Armenia were formally established in 1992, shortly after the country's independence, and have been in a near-constant state of readiness ever since. The military is comprised of the Army, Air Force, and Air Defense Forces, with a strong emphasis on ground troops suited for the mountainous terrain of the region. National security is a paramount concern for every Armenian citizen, and military service is compulsory for men aged 18 to 27, fostering a deep societal connection to the armed forces. In recent years, Armenia has been significantly modernizing its military and increasing its defense budget. For 2025, the government announced a substantial 20% increase in military spending, raising the budget to approximately $1.7 billion. This move reflects the ongoing tensions and the need to enhance defensive capabilities following the 2020 Nagorno-Karabakh War and subsequent events. While Azerbaijan's military budget remains significantly larger, Armenia is working to close the capability gap by acquiring modern weaponry and diversifying its defense partnerships beyond its traditional reliance on Russia. This has included exploring military cooperation with countries like India and France. The primary objective of Armenia's defense policy is to ensure the territorial integrity and sovereignty of the nation in a volatile region. The military not only serves as a defense force but also as a powerful symbol of national unity and resilience in the face of external threats. Number 8. Famous areas. While Armenia is a small country, its diverse regions offer a wealth of experiences, each with its own unique character. The undisputed heart of the nation is Yerevan, the capital. As one of the world's oldest continuously inhabited cities, Yerevan is a fascinating blend of ancient history and modern vibrancy. Its Grand Republic Square is surrounded by imposing Soviet-era buildings made of pink volcanic tufa stone, earning it the nickname, the Pink City. Visitors can climb the massive Cascade Complex for panoramic views, explore bustling markets, and enjoy a lively cafe culture that spills onto the sidewalks. To the northwest lies Gyumri, Armenia's second-largest city, and its cultural soul. Devastated by a 1988 earthquake, Gyumri has been slowly rebuilding and is known for its distinctive black stone architecture, rich artistic traditions, and the resilient, humorous spirit of its people. For those seeking natural beauty, TaltiILģi is an absolute must-visit. Often called the Switzerland of Armenia, this spa town is nestled in the lush forests of TaltiILģi National Park. With its charming traditional houses, artisan workshops, and serene lakes like Parslich, it offers a peaceful retreat for nature lovers and hikers. Heading south, the province of Siunik is home to the dramatic landscapes of Goris, a city famous for its medieval cave dwellings and stunning rock formations. This region also serves as the gateway to the breathtaking Teitev Monastery. And no tour of Armenia is complete without visiting the shores of Lake Sevan, one of the largest high-altitude freshwater lakes in the world. Its cool, turquoise waters and the ancient Savanavank Monastery perched on a peninsula create an iconic and unforgettable Armenian landscape. Do these things surprise you? Please comment 1 if you have been to Armenia and let us know how you feel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so we can always accompany each other. Number 9. Arts and entertainment. Armenia's artistic heritage is as ancient and profound as its history. For centuries, art has been a medium for expressing national identity, faith, and resilience. This is most visibly seen in the country's magnificent medieval architecture, with intricately carved monasteries and churches dotting the landscape. The art of the Qauqçcar, or cross stone, is a uniquely Armenian tradition, where massive stone slabs are adorned with detailed carvings of crosses and other motifs, each one a masterpiece of spiritual art. In the realm of painting, artists like Martiros Sarian captured the vibrant colors and spirit of the Armenian landscape, while the seascape painter Ivan Ivazovsky, of Armenian descent, gained worldwide acclaim. The music of Armenia is deeply soulful and diverse. The haunting melodies of the duduk, an ancient double-reed woodwind instrument made of apricot wood, are considered a masterpiece of intangible cultural heritage. Folk music and dance remain vibrant parts of community life, celebrating everything from weddings to harvests. In the 20th century, Armenian artists made a massive impact on the global stage. The composer Aram Khachaturian is world-renowned for works like the Sabre Dance, while the legendary French-Armenian singer Charles Aznavour became one of the most famous entertainers of all time. More recently, the Armenian-American rock band System of a Down, fronted by Serj Tankian, has brought a powerful, politically charged voice to the international music scene. From the ancient manuscripts of the Matenadaran Institute to the modern art galleries of Yerevan, Armenia's creative spirit is alive and thriving. Number 10. Nightlife. When the sun sets over Yerevan, the city transforms, revealing a vibrant and surprisingly diverse nightlife that caters to all tastes. The heart of the action is centered around the city's downtown area, particularly on streets like Sarian, Pushkin, and Tumanyan. The atmosphere is generally relaxed and welcoming, with locals and tourists alike mingling in the warm evenings. One of the most popular ways to start the night is by visiting one of Yerevan's many wine bars. Armenia has an ancient winemaking tradition, and these establishments offer a fantastic opportunity to sample local vintages in a chic and sophisticated setting. For those who prefer craft beverages, the city also has a growing number of craft beer pubs, like Dargit, which offers a wide selection of locally brewed beers. As the night progresses, the energy picks up. Yerevan is famous for its live music scene, with numerous clubs and bars hosting talented local musicians every night of the week. Jazz lovers will feel right at home at the legendary Malka's Jazz Club, an intimate venue that showcases some of the best jazz talent in the country. For those looking to dance, venues like Cami Club and Club 12 offer everything from live rock and pop bands to DJ sets playing electronic and dance music. The city's nightlife is also known for being quite safe and affordable compared to many other European capitals. Whether you're looking for a quiet conversation over a cocktail, a soulful jazz performance, or a high-energy dance floor, Yerevan's dynamic and friendly nightlife scene offers an unforgettable experience. Number 11. Sightseeing. Attractions. Armenia is often called an open-air museum, and for good reason. Its landscape is scattered with thousands of historical monuments, ancient monasteries, and breathtaking natural wonders. Perhaps the most iconic view in the entire country is from the Kor Virap Monastery. Set against the stunning backdrop of the snow-capped Mount Ararat, this is the site where Saint Gregory the Illuminator was imprisoned, and it holds immense religious significance as the place where Armenia's conversion to Christianity began. Another must-see is the Gegard Monastery, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that is partially carved out of the adjacent mountain. Its rock-cut chapels and incredible acoustics create a surreal and spiritual atmosphere. Not far from Gegard is the Garni Temple, a beautifully preserved pagan temple from the 1st century AD. This Greco-Roman colonnaded building is a stunning remnant of Armenia's pre-Christian history and offers dramatic views of the Azat River Gorge. For an unforgettable adventure, a trip to the Tatev Monastery is essential. Perched on the edge of a deep gorge in southern Armenia, it can be reached by the Wings of Tatev, the world's longest reversible aerial tramway, which offers jaw-dropping views along the way. For a different kind of architectural marvel, the ruins of the 7th century Zvartnots Cathedral, another UNESCO site, showcase the grandeur and innovation of early Armenian church design. From ancient spiritual centers to magnificent natural landscapes, Armenia's attractions offer a profound journey through time and beauty. Number 12. Highlights. Beyond the famous landmarks, Armenia offers unique highlights that provide a deeper connection to its soul. One of the most fascinating is a visit to the Areni 1 cave complex, where archaeologists discovered the world's oldest known winery, dating back over 6,100 years. This discovery proves that Armenia is one of the original birthplaces of wine, a legacy that is celebrated throughout the country today. Another incredible natural wonder is the Symphony of the Stones in the Garni Gorge. Here, massive, perfectly formed basalt columns stretch up the cliffside, resembling a giant stone organ, creating a surreal and awe-inspiring sight. A powerful and essential experience for any visitor is a trip to the TÏLŁI, the Armenian Genocide Memorial Complex, located on a hill overlooking Yerevan. The eternal flame and the towering spire serve as a solemn and moving tribute to the 1.5 million lives lost, offering a profound insight into the historical trauma that has shaped the nation's identity. For a more uplifting experience, exploring the Vernissage Market in Yerevan is a must. This bustling open-air market is a treasure trove of Armenian arts and crafts, from hand-woven carpets and intricate jewelry to paintings and traditional wood carvings. A more modern highlight is the Armenian Alphabet Monument, featuring giant carved stone letters of the unique Armenian script scattered across a hillside. It's a playful and artistic tribute to the language that has been so crucial to preserving the nation's culture and heritage through centuries of turmoil. Number 13. Cuisine. Armenian cuisine is a delicious reflection of its landscape and history, hearty, flavorful, and deeply rooted in tradition. The cornerstone of any Armenian meal is lavash, a thin, soft, unleavened flatbread that is so central to the culture it has been inscribed on UNESCO's list of intangible cultural heritage. Baked in a traditional underground clay oven called a tonir, lavash is used to scoop up dips, wrap meats, and accompany nearly every dish. One of the most beloved national dishes is koravats, or Armenian barbecue. Skewers of marinated pork, beef, or lamb are grilled over an open flame, often accompanied by grilled vegetables like tomatoes, eggplants, and peppers. The smoky aroma and succulent flavor make it a centerpiece of any celebration. Another iconic dish is dolma, a flavorful mixture of minced meat, rice, and herbs, all tightly wrapped in tender grape leaves or stuffed into vegetables. For a comforting traditional porridge, there is harissa, a thick, savory blend of slow-cooked wheat and meat, typically chicken or lamb, which is considered a national dish. Soups also play a major role, with spas being a popular choice, a creamy and tangy soup made from yogurt, wheat, and herbs. And no culinary tour would be complete without tasting Armenian dairy products, especially the salty and robust Chanak cheese. The cuisine relies heavily on fresh herbs, vegetables, and fruits, especially the world-famous Armenian apricots, which are said to be the sweetest on earth. Every meal in Armenia is a celebration of fresh, local ingredients and time-honored recipes passed down through generations. Number 14. Annual festivals. Armenia's calendar is filled with vibrant and unique festivals that offer an incredible window into its culture and traditions. One of the most famous and joyous is Vardavar, a festival with pagan origins that is celebrated in the 14th of July weeks after Easter. On this day, people of all ages take to the streets and joyfully douse each other with water. It's a nationwide water fight that symbolizes purification and brings relief from the summer heat. No one is safe from getting soaked, making it a day of unrestrained fun and laughter. For wine enthusiasts, Armenia hosts several fantastic festivals. Yerevan Wine Days, held in May, transforms several downtown streets into a massive wine tasting event where local vineyards showcase their best products. Similarly, the Areni Wine Festival in October celebrates the ancient winemaking heritage of the Veyets-Dzor region, featuring parades, music, and of course, plenty of wine. Food is also at the heart of many celebrations. The Dolma Festival brings together chefs and home cooks to compete for the title of Best Dolma Maker, showcasing countless variations of this beloved dish. In the world of arts, the Golden Apricot International Film Festival, held in Yerevan every July, is a major cultural event that attracts filmmakers and cinema lovers from around the world. And for a taste of tradition, the TؐILŁI Festival showcases the beauty of Armenian national costumes, with designers presenting both historical garments and modern interpretations. These festivals are not just events, they are lively expressions of Armenian identity, hospitality, and a deep love for life, food, and art. Number 15. Cost of living and travel tips. One of the most appealing aspects of visiting Armenia is its affordability. Compared to most European and North American destinations, both travel and living costs are significantly lower, allowing visitors to experience the country's rich culture and beauty without breaking the bank. In the capital, Yerevan, a meal at an inexpensive restaurant can cost around $5.10 rupees, while a three-course meal for two at a mid-range restaurant is typically under $40. Groceries are also very reasonably priced, especially fresh produce from local markets. A one-bedroom apartment in the city center rents for approximately $600 - $900 per month, while outside the center, prices can drop to around $400 negative $600. Public transportation is incredibly cheap, with a one-way ticket on the bus or metro costing only about 100 AMD, which is less than 30 cents. Taxis are also widely available and inexpensive, especially when using ride-hailing apps. For travelers, a few tips can make the journey even smoother. While many younger people in Yerevan speak English, learning a few basic Armenian phrases like Barev, hello, and Shnorhakalutyan, thank you, will be greatly appreciated. The tap water is generally considered safe to drink, especially in Yerevan. When visiting the many monasteries and churches, remember to dress modestly, with shoulders and knees covered, as a sign of respect. Always carry some cash, particularly when traveling outside the capital, as not all smaller shops and restaurants accept credit cards. Finally, embrace the local hospitality. Don't be surprised if you are invited for a coffee or a meal by someone you've just met. Accepting these invitations can lead to some of the most authentic and memorable experiences of your trip, offering a true taste of Armenia's warm and generous spirit. If you find these shares interesting, please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to the James Baker Global Discovery channel to continue accompanying us on the next great journeys of discovery.